This is a CBS News special report. I'm Gayle King with Tony DeCoppola and Nate Burleson and Vlad Duthiers here in New York. Robert Redford was one of the greatest names in modern Hollywood. The 89-year-old actor died early this morning at his home in Utah. That's according to his publicist. Redford made his name as an actor starting in the 1960s with the movies we all remember. Barefoot in the Park, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid made him a big screen heartthrob. He was only nominated once for an Oscar, but by the 1970s, he was the biggest star in the world. I so remember this. He moved on to be the director of classics like A River Runs Through It and Ordinary People, winning an Oscar for that one. The Sundance Film Festival was his idea. It became one of the biggest movie showcases in the world. Redford was also an environmental crusader, and once again, Hollywood legend Robert Redford has died. He was 89 years old.
Let's bring in Vlad Duthiers. Vlad, this really hits me. I mean,
it does,
so,
Tony. I feel that too.
A model of manhood, masculinity, rugged good looks, the charm. He was a beautiful human being as well.
All of those things you mentioned, Tony, were encompassed in the roles that Robert Redford played in those iconic movies that Gayle mentioned. You talk about the charismatic actor. Well, of course, that was the Sundance Kid in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid alongside Paul Newman. The charming con man in The Sting, right? We all remember that role, The Sting in 1973. The romantic leading man with the rugged good looks opposite Barbra Streisand.
That's
in The Way We Were. Everyone will remember that scene when Barbra just sort of, tussles his hair in that iconic film. And then the serious consciousness of this nation when it came to the Watergate scandal and All the President's Men in 1973 alongside Dustin Hoffman. And then the artist himself as a director, Gayle, you mentioned Ordinary People. That movie won 4 Oscars. Not only did it win Best Picture, it also won him his Best Director. And guys, it was his debut as a film director. And then there were sort of the fun movies. We all remember, Spy Game with Brad Pitt. The River Runs Through It, Out of Africa, another leading man role. So there were so many.
But there's something, though, Vlad, about hearing Robert Redford. Listen, he's 89. That's a very good run. And I know we all get older, and it happens to all of us. But there's something about hearing that takes you back to so many things that hits different to me.
Because you remember him with such vitality. Larger than life.
I didn't know that he was ill. Do we know?
No one knew that. I didn't know that he was ill.
And he also didn't just lead on camera. There are so many young actors right now that model themselves after who he was off screen.
Right.
Because like you said, he also cared about humanity, the environment. And you think about individuals like Leonardo DiCaprio, who decided, you know what, I can also be a superstar and care for this globe that we're standing on.
He was one of the early actors to take an active role in trying to protect our environment. And let's not forget, he also founded one of the most important film festivals in the history of Hollywood, the Sundance Film Festival, which is where iconic
that was
films,
his idea. I remember when that started, Vlad, and look what it's become today.
Because you remember, Gayle, when it started, it was tiny.
Yes, it was very tiny, but look how big it is.
Now
they just had it the other day. It's the type of thing that we don't know the cause of death yet. So maybe he wasn't ill. I don't know. It could have just been natural causes. But there's still something to think that Robert Redford is no longer with us. We'll all be looking at the
shocking.
One thing that always sits with me with individuals like this is that their legacy will live on. Of course, it will be missed in our thoughts of President Bush's friends and family. But when you are such an iconic person on and off camera, what you have left us will be a gift that keeps on giving long after.
I think of him as a believer. He believed in the power of movies. He believed in democracy. He believed in the country. He was an optimist. He hated cynics. I was telling you about that quote I found where he has a very low regard, he said, of cynics. He believes cynicism is the beginning of dying. And I have to believe, as we announced his passing today, he died an optimist because that's the way he lived his life.
Because his movies had that spirit of optimism running through them. And as you point out, Tony, as all of us have pointed out, it translated to what we call Americana. Robert Redford was Americana personified in everything that he did and every role that he sort of played.
Is anyone going to mention the salad dressing? I mean, it's not for nothing. That's
Paul Newman.
That's Paul Newman.
Oh, God.
That's Paul Newman.
Oh, my God.
But they were very tight.
But they were very tight, and they starred in that iconic
I could see why you get
Butch and Sundance. But
I am a man of a certain age. That is my apologies.
I could see why you.
Everyone will remember that last
But we've just
scene,
got something, guys, from this publicist, Robert Redford. He says passed away on September 16th, 2025, at his home in Sundance in the mountains of Utah, the place he loved. He was surrounded by those he loved. He will be missed greatly, of course, and the family requests privacy at this time. We want you to know that our coverage of the life of Robert Redford will continue on our streaming channel, CBS News 24/7, and on your local news, and tonight, of course, on the CBS Evening News. Many of you will now return to CBS Mornings. This has been a CBS News Special Report. Gayle King, Tony Dokoupil, Nate Burleson, and Vlad Duthiers, all of us here in New York City.